Hey guys, James MC Reviews here, and it's Oscar season, which means it's time to go through all of the categories and give you my predictions for who I want to win and who I think is going to win. Only this year we're doing it a little different because we've got a special guest with us. He was the voice of Ant-Man in my Deadpool video. He destroyed the dude's car in my Big Lebowski scene recreation. He made me sit through Dashcam, which I still haven't forgiven you for. Everyone, please welcome Delusional Daniel, or Mendy. How's it going?
Hello, I'm good.
So, first things first, what do you think of this year's Oscar nominees?
I think they're really strong. I do think that a lot of them got a lot of nominations instead of just multiple movies getting some.
Yeah.
But a lot of them got a ton.
Yeah. It's a pretty safe year in that there isn't like an Emilia Perez or a Maestro. Like there isn't a one single Best Picture nom that's like a brain-breaking, like how the fuck did this get nominated type of thing. We're gonna go through all the categories, but first things first, I wanted to go over some snubs. I feel like we're gonna have at least a couple that are similar. But what were some movies that you thought were snubbed this year?
I had Ninja 2 for Best Animated Film that I thought should have got nominated.
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer Infinity Castle probably should have gotten nominated. I haven't seen that one yet, but I heard it's really good.
It's like you could just tell from the trailers, like this probably should have gotten a nomination.
Yeah, well, what people were saying from it.
Yeah.
You know? No Other Choice, Best International Film. Nuremberg, Makeup and Hairstyling and Costume Design.
I didn't see that one.
Wicked for Good for Costume Design. Predator Badlands for visual effects, Superman for visual effects, and How to Train Your Dragon for visual effects. Honestly, I'm not unhappy that they didn't get nominated, but like they could have been.
Yeah, that's the same with mine. Is a lot of them are kind of like you could have given it to them, but it's not like the end of the world that they're not nominated. We have No Other Choice and Ninja 2 in common. I honestly argue that No Other Choice could have gotten in for Best Picture instead of like The Secret Agent or Sentimental Value, one of the two. I'm really relieved that If I Had Legs I'd Kick You got something, but it deserves so much more. Superman for Best Visual Effects, like I agree. I thought it was hilarious that Jurassic World Rebirth got Best Visual Effects and Superman didn't. I don't know if anyone else is going to agree with these. I thought The Long Walk was going to get some acting nominations because that movie's cast is fantastic. Another surprising one, Nothing for Wake Up Dead Man. I thought it could have gotten screenplay, cinematography, and another really good cast.
I'm actually shocked that didn't get anything.
Yeah. A couple of personal ones. I know everyone hates Sydney Sweeney right now, and I know no one saw Christie, but I feel like at the very least Ben Foster should have gotten a Best Supporting Actor nomination because he was fucking frightening in that movie.
Yes, he definitely should have gotten something.
And I think the biggest one for me personally is there wasn't a Best Actor nomination for the dog from Good Boy, and you cannot convince me otherwise that the only reason that they did not nominate Indy is because Leo DiCaprio, Michael B. Jordan, and all the rest of them didn't want to have to explain to the press and their fans why they lost to a dog. You cannot convince me that that's not the reason why they didn't nominate Indy. Those are just some of our snubs. Those are some of our initial thoughts. Like I said, we're going to go through all the categories, minus the shorts and the documentary categories. Not out of disrespect, we just haven't seen them. All right, so starting off with Best Actor in a Leading Role. Who you got for this one?
I have Timothée Chalamet, who I want to win for Marty Supreme, and I think he is going to win.
You think it was finally
his year. Yeah.
Who I think is going to win is Leonardo DiCaprio, and I have a weird, like, tangent conspiracy theory about why I think this is going to be. So, 10 years ago, in 2016, Leo won his first Oscar for The Revenant, and a lot of people like to joke and cite him winning the Oscar as sort of the canon event, the linchpin for everything going downhill in, like, the mid-2010s to mid-2020 is where we are now. Like, the first election, like COVID, all the wars, everything like that. So I feel like Leo has to win this year to like reset the universe and like set everything back on course so that we can start getting back to some semblance of normalcy again. That is my dumb conspiracy theory why I think Leo has to win, and he's probably going to win because One Battle After Another is the awards darling this year, but I really hope either Michael B. Jordan or Timothy Chalamet take it, because I think they both deserved it way more. Best Supporting Actor, who you got for this one?
I have the guy from Frankenstein winning.
Jacob Elordi?
No, I'm sorry. This is who I want to win. Jacob Elordi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's who I want to win. Honestly, he was really good in his role in Frankenstein, and he made me really feel for the monster.
It honestly took me a while, like, watching it to, like, clock that was him.
Yeah.
Like, he was really good, and the makeup was surprisingly fantastic.
Who I think is going to win, I think it's going to go to Sean Penn.
Really?
I think it's going to go to Sean Penn in One Battle After Another.
I want Delroy Lindo to win for Sinners. I thought he was really good. He was really fun. But I think Stellan Skarsgård is going to win for oh my god, why is my... Sentimental Value. I was blanking on the movie for a second. As kind of in one ear out the other as that movie was, he was kind of like one of the standouts from it. Best Actress, this one is kind of like, it could go either way for me. It's going to be either Jessie Buckley or Rose Byrne, and I wouldn't be upset with either of them winning because I thought they were fantastic.
I have Jessie Buckley winning and who I want to win.
Mm-hmm.
I think her role was fantastic. I think the range of her emotions and her acting skills are just far beyond what I could have imagined or wanted from that movie.
She was really the heart and soul of that movie.
Yes.
I think I connected more with Rose's performance and If I Had Legs, but if Jessie Buckley gets it, I feel like it'll be well deserved. I think she earns it. Supporting Actress.
I want to win is the old lady from Weapons.
Amy Madigan.
Yeah, her.
Same.
She was just fantastic and everything, but I think it's gonna win. I think it's gonna go to One Battle After Another.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same. I think it's going to Tiana, but I really want Amy to win because it's such like an out of the box nomination and she was so great in that movie as well.
Yeah.
Animated feature, I don't think this is like much for discussion.
Yeah, we both have the same.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Best casting. This is the first time that they've done this category. This is one where I think Marty Supreme and Sinners, which are my two like favorites of the nominees, like either one of them can get it, and I don't think I'd be like upset.
So I have a similar. I wrote down Marty Supreme or Sinners, but I think it's going to Sinners.
Okay. And rightfully so. That was a really good ensemble. Best cinematography.
For best cinematography, I had Frankenstein, which looked really fantastic. I know you didn't feel like it looked that.
I didn't think it was bad.
Okay.
It was just very like digital looking.
Okay.
And
I think anything from Del Toro is fantastic. So
yeah.
I wouldn't mind if that won, but I think it's gonna go to Sinners.
I would like it to go to either Sinners or Train Dreams because both of those movies look beautiful. But I think it's going to Frankenstein, and Frankenstein wouldn't be terrible. Like I said,
so you do think it's going to Frankenstein?
I think it's going to Frankenstein. It does have a nice bit of like stylistic flair, and you can tell it's a Del Toro movie, but it does look very like. It also feels very streaming and very digital, and I think personally I think Train Dreams and Sinners just both look better and nicer. Costume design, this one again could go either way. I think it's going to be either Frankenstein or Hamnet, and I think I wouldn't be upset with either of them because they're both very like costumey movies.
Yeah, well, I'm halfway with you. I think I really want. I think either Sinners or Hamnet's gonna win, but I think it's gonna go to Hamnet.
Yeah,
it's just
anything like period.
The costuming was just so beautiful in that movie.
Best directing. You're going to hear me glazing Marty Supreme and Sinners a lot in this video, but I will not apologize because I love those movies. I really would like either Ryan Coogler or Josh Safdie to win this, but I think it's going to Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, and I know you're not gonna like that.
No, I really wanted to go to Josh Safdie. his direction in Marty Supreme was just fantastic. But I think it's gonna go to Ryan Coogler for Sinners.
Really? You think
Yeah.
it's going to Ryan Coogler?
Yeah.
Oh, you're way more optimistic than I am. Best editing. Again, I want either Marty Supreme or Sinners to get this, but I think it's going to F1 because fast cars, lots of cuts, zoom, zoom.
We have the same thing. I want Marty Supreme to win this, but it's going to F1.
Yeah. International feature. It's a coin flip because both of them are nominated for Best Picture, but if you go Sentimental Value, I'll go Secret Agent.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be one of those two. Or maybe they could pull a fast one on us. Maybe Seurat's like amazing. Makeup and hairstyling, I think it's safe to say this is going to Frankenstein.
This is definitely going to Frankenstein. The hairstyling to Frankenstein is incredible. The makeup on the monster is incredible.
Yeah. Like I said, I barely saw Jacob Elordi through the
yeah.
kids in makeup.
Yeah.
And like the way that he gets more like disheveled as the movie goes on.
Yeah, especially both of them do.
Yeah.
Both characters get really gross looking towards the end.
It's really good. Admittedly, I haven't seen Coco or The Ugly Stepsister, so maybe those are really good.
I've seen The Ugly Stepsister. That was probably my runner-up for makeup.
Okay. Best original score. You said you got Hamnet for this one?
Yes, I think Max Richter, I think that's his name. I don't know if I'm butchering that, but I think it's got to go to Hamnet. His score, especially in the last 15 minutes of that film, is just honestly breathtaking, and it kind of reminds me, the score, it's not related to Requiem for a Dream, but it kind of reminds me the importance of score from that.
Right. It was just very like powerful.
It's
I guess.
very powerful.
Okay. I was between Begonia and Sinners, and I'm leaning more towards Sinners is who I think is gonna win, because Ludwig Göransson has already won for, I think Oppenheimer was.
Oh, he did Oppenheimer?
Yeah, he did the score for Oppenheimer, and honestly, like I feel like the score for Sinners was better than the score for Oppenheimer. So
I think both scores were really good, but I can't pick one over the other.
yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards Sinners, but to be fair, I gotta give Hamnet just another like a reevaluation and like re-listen to the score. So maybe my mind will change after this is recorded. Original song, this is another easy one. It's
going to Golden.
Gonna be Golden. Although I Lied to You would not be a bad choice.
Yeah.
But considering just how the complete takeover that song has had like over
the masses,
over the latter half of the year, for being like maybe the third best song in that movie, it would be pretty baffling if it didn't win.
What is your favorite song in that movie?
Your Idol.
Your Idol should have gotten the
Hell
movie.
yeah.
But I get why Golden got it.
This year was I said this in my best of the year video. I was like, this has been a really good year for villain songs that go exceptionally hard, because Jack O'Connell's version of Rocky Road to Dublin goes exceptionally hard. Best production design. I think Frankenstein's got this, but I would love for Sinners to get it.
So we have the opposite. I would love Frankenstein to get this, but I think it's going to Sinners.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What makes you say that?
Cause Frankenstein already got the hairstyling and makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I think production wise, I think just setting your film in the 1910s, 20s, in what was it, Mississippi? It looked really convincing, like we're at that time period.
Mm-hmm. It was very well done, but I think like getting into like the headspace of like the Academy voters, like when I think production design, I think of like stuff that's like really elaborate and like extravagant, like Poor Things and shit like that. So like the Frankenstein kind of fits into that for me. That's why it seems more obvious.
I guess time will tell.
I would love for Sinners to get it, but I think it's going to Frankenstein. Best sound is another pretty safe one. I think it's going to F1 because it's the loud race movie.
It is going to F1.
I would love it to go to Sinners. Best visual effects is another easy one. It's going to Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Absolutely, it's definitely going to Avatar. What they do to make an Avatar film is just incredible work.
Yeah, I will say, like the jump from Avatar 1 to Avatar 2, like the upgrade in VFX wasn't as like staggering as it was from 2 to 3.
Strike that. Reverse it.
But it still looks very.
Their decision to use 60 frames per second,
but only for half of it.
Yeah,
though.
for a 3D film is kind of crazy.
I just wish it was consistent.
Yeah,
at the very least.
I didn't notice it at all. But you did. You noticed the jumps.
Did you see it in IMAX 3D?
I saw it in IMAX 3D.
And you didn't notice?
I didn't notice the. I don't know.
That was like the week. Yeah, that was like immediately noticeable. Like as soon as any action sequence ended, and it just looked like the movie was buffering. I was like, what the fuck happened here? Best adapted screenplay. I think it's going to One Battle After Another, but I'd like Begonia to win.
So I think it's going. I'm biased here. I think it's going to Hamnet. I've just been blown away from that movie, and I just can't get it out of my head. I think it deserves it, and I think it's got to go to it.
It probably does. It's probably, I mean, between One Battle and Hamnet is probably better. Original screenplay, again, this is another toss-up for either Marty Supreme or Sinners. If either of them won, I would be happy. Leaning more towards Sinners, but...
Same thing. I want Marty Supreme to win, but I think it's going to go to Sinners.
I really hope so.
No surprise there.
And then finally, Best Picture. It's gonna be either Hamnet or One Battle After Another, and it's leaning more towards One Battle After Another. And the closer that we get to the award show, the more upset that I get about having to like come to terms with that fact. I didn't even hate One Battle After Another. I just think Sinners and Marty Supreme and even Hamnet probably deserve Best Picture more.
So I really want it to go to either Hamnet or Sinners. I think it really should go to Sinners.
Sinners is the best out of all of them.
But I know, like, it's probably going to One Battle After Another, and I really don't want that to win. But it's probably going to win.
It won't be the most like upset that I get.
Oh, I'll be upset.
I'll be like upset for maybe a day, but like it's not like okay. At least it went to, in my opinion, a good movie. But I would so much rather it go to a great movie like Sinners or Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all of the categories. Those are all of our predictions. I can't wait to see how many we got wrong.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a lot of them wrong.
Let us know in the comments, what are your predictions for this year's Oscars? Who do you want to win? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think got snubbed? Let me know all that stuff down below. Thanks again, Mendy, for joining me.
No problem.
This was a lot of fun, very interesting. I can't wait to watch the actual ceremony and see how upset you get.
Yeah.
Mendy has a YouTube channel. He has a Letterboxd. I'll leave those links down in the description. Be sure to follow him over there. By the time this comes out, MCD Review Season 9 will be about to start dropping. All those episodes will start coming out, so stay tuned for that. But until then, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media, subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.